Plaintiff, Madison Dover, says she and her brother, the defendant, grew up in a stable household, and their parents taught them well. However, the defendant wants to be a thug, and he's in and out of jail. She's suing for unreturned property and loans. Defendant Marcellus Hunter says Madison has some nerve talking about him, considering she's constantly on social media in her bra and underwear, acting like she's in a gang. Marcellus claims Madison is suing him for more than he owes.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Me and Marcellus, we grew up, on Detroit's west side. We had a very stable...
Where at on the west side?
Lovett and McGraw.
Okay.
We had a very stable, household. We were never in the streets. Always had a roof over our head.
Where'd you all attend school?
Malcolm X Academy.
Go ahead.
Our parents always taught us right from wrong. Like I said, very stable household. But Marcellus, on the other hand, he just wanted the complete opposite. He wanted to be a thug. He wanted to be in the streets, constantly getting in trouble in high school, was once suspended for bringing a knife into the school. Most recently, he was shot coming out of a hookah bar, and within 2 weeks later, he's at the same hookah bar, not even off crutches yet. He just wants this thuggish, like he's just a thug, like he
wants to portray that.
Yeah.
And what happens a lot of times is kids who grow up, even in two-parent households, if you're in an environment that's tough, which is the case in you all's area, that's a tough environment, tough neighborhood. What happened is a lot of factory workers who worked there bought homes in that area. They were nice when they first purchased them because these were black folks who came from the South and moved up north to work in the factories, got nice homes. Then when the factories left, those communities went down because people started losing their jobs. And when the community goes down, the crime comes in, the education and the jobs go out. And so that is what happened. And so even though you're in a two-parent household, there's a lot going on outside, and sometimes you have to try and be that way to avoid being preyed on. You were a predator or you were prey. And guys who looked my complexion in the housing projects, they were typically regarded as prey. And so I had to switch that scenario immediately. I had to become the predator. Right. Now, he looks like they might have come after him over there in McGraw. And what, McGraw and what again?
Lovett. Yeah,
McGraw and Lovett is a tough neighborhood. If I'm not a predator or if I don't join up, then I'm going to be prey. And so that's, I don't know if that was your deal, but you give me some background on yourself, sir.
All right, Your Honor. I graduated high school. I was in a home. My mother.
What high school?
Harper Woods High. I was in Harper Woods, Michigan. Middle schools, I went to Sampson Elementary, Malcolm X Academy. Like she said, we all went there. I stayed with my grandmother and my mom, like all my life. Really didn't get in touch with my father until I got older.
Where'd you grow up?
Southwest Detroit.
McGraw and, as she's saying?
Yeah, Southwest. And it was never me being a thug type of guy, because I was scared of my grandmother more than I was scared of my mother.
How often did you get in trouble?
I didn't start getting in trouble until I was in high school, and that was only for fights.
Okay, and how often was that? How often were you fighting?
Out of my high school year, I probably got suspended 3 times.
How? Why?
Fight.
Who? I know. Who was the aggressor? They were preying on you, or you were preying on them? Remember I just said this?
It was just...
Yeah, it's one way or the other. Either they looked at you as a mark and they came at you.
Looked at me as a mark.
Okay, he's the mark. He wanted to be in the game. He wanted to play this, but he's not. So, okay, we gonna see how tough you really are. That's what was happening to you. What next trouble did you get into, and how long after?
No much trouble.
She said something about a shooting. What did you say?
He was
shot. That wasn't trouble for you? That was all right?
It wasn't. I was wrong place, wrong time type of thing. It wasn't my situation that I got shot. I was just leaving the club.
All right, you just caught a stray bullet?
Caught a stray bullet.
Okay, and you say on the other troubles he's had?
Marcellus is constantly in and out of jail.
Tell me what?
Like, he was recently in jail because of I believe, if I'm not mistaken. His
Oh, this
girlfriend.
man ain't done. You making it up. Why can't you tell me what the man's doing? He said he's not doing anything. You've been insisting he's a thug. I asked you for some specific incidents. You go to start stuttering on me. Let's get to the
one more thing, Your Honor.
Pardon?
I'll say one more thing, Your Honor. Madison, she was just, like she said, we grew up on Loving and McGraw. If you go on Instagram right now, her bio say Joy Road native. She never stepped on Joy Road a day in her life.
Why'd she say that? Joy Road's supposed to be tough.
Joy Road. T Grizzly came out, started rapping. She wanted.
You know, that's the street I grew up on.
Hey, she wanted to
I grew up on Joy Road.
Yeah, she be on Instagram, bra and panties, shaking her behind. I had screenshots of her. Like, a big brother, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, what do you have? He's about to show me some stuff showing that you out here fronting like you're a street girl. and you come from a good family. What do you have on him as physical evidence? Because he has these pictures, like he said, y'all swear I'm a catfish, like I'm a real person. What is this supposed to be?
And, Your Honor, that picture right there is a gang-related picture right there. So,
how?
What it say, dropping fives, meaning when you, in Detroit, when you say somebody say I'm dropping fives, that mean they disrespecting Bloods, and they say they popping fours. And that's the problem I had with her. Like, you pin this on Instagram, some real Bloods or Crips will see that. Correct.
They don't like to be disrespected in that way. Let's get beyond that and get to this property.
Okay. So
tell me what happened. Y'all all wannabes. Go ahead.
So in December, late December, I purchased a PS4 off of FlexShopper.com. FlexShopper.com is a website where you can purchase things based off how good your credit is.
What was the agreement with the two of you?
That I would loan him the game for 2 weeks. He was supposed to return it to me on January 27th, and he never did. What was the last thing he said? He showed me the picture of a pawn ticket where he pawned it, and he said that if you give me $20, I'll go get your game out for you. So when I sent him the $20, I called the number that was on a pawn ticket, and they told me that a payment would still have to be made in order to keep it and not lose the item. So the money I sent him, he didn't put it toward the game to get my game out. I don't know what he did with it. Sir, you tell me.
So basically, Your Honor, Madison had brought a TV and a video game. So she didn't play the video game. So I'm like, you don't play the video game, you know, let big bro get the game. She said, what you gonna give me? I'm like, I got a pair of Dre Beats for you. She like, all right. I have the text message proving that, that I exchanged the beats for the video game. So the pictures that you see up there at first, I had told my mom, because, you know, I let it slide a couple times. So it got so outrageous, I told my mom on her, and that's when she got mad and asked for the game back.
Ma'am, what do you say to this?
Your Honor, I have text messages stating between me and him that he was supposed to give me the game back within 2 weeks. He got mad at me because I asked for my game back, and that's when he started to tell my mother about my Instagram page. But I do have the text message stating that he was supposed to give me.
Sir, she said she's going to give me something where you agreed to give it back to her. And the loan, what is that for? The loan was money that I gave him during the time. What did he say to the loan, sir?
She gave me $90. I do agree to that, but that was within, it was never no agreement that I had to give it back.
Okay. And, ma'am, have you given me something that said, I will pay you?
Yeah, it's right
Give me that. And, sir, you telling me you never told her this?
No, sir.
All right.
So it's actually both.
Just circle both.
You should have taken a long time to find those 4 words. This is your own stuff, and you can't find it. Man, let's me pay you $60 a month. That's what you say. And you say, no, B. Why you call your brother a B? Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff. It's right here. You agreed to pay it. Have a good day.
Our relationship being affected any more than what it already was, so that's not going to affect it anymore.
It's going to be the same.